Oh. Okay. So, it's finally here. After a year waiting. Well, probably, you know, a year waiting for a real Sonic game. Yeah! A new 3D game has finally came out featuring our favorite ruler. And I know he hasn't really had some really great games in the past. You know, the past few months, years, eons. Well, Sonic Mania was good, but that was in the past. And this is the future. So, let's get right into it. Let me pop this baby in. What the?
Alright! Piece of cake! Wait, no sweat! I'll get that tornado's carrying a car! Let's get going! It's gonna blow! Yeah! The whole city's up into the tornado! I'm gonna...
What are you?
I'm Sonic. Sonic the Heck. I see you know your stuff. But get a load of this. I'm also the physical manifestation of the Sonic fandom.
Okay. Can I start playing the game now?
Not so fast. I was summoned here because you were about to say something critical about my game. And you know, we Sonic fans can't take criticism, so prepare to face destruction.
Well, I haven't 100% of the game, but I finished it. Can I at least review it?
Fair point. Guess I was a bit too hasty. I'll let you finish the game and see what you think. But only if I'm here throughout the whole thing.
Okay, just... I guess. Just pull up the chair.
Oh, that's cool. I don't have any legs.
Well, on that note, let's head into some Sonic Forces. So, where do we start?
How about you start with my new amazing adventure?
Oh yeah, that. The story starts off with Sonic and Tails, you know, like any other game, in Green Hill Zone.
Lost Valley.
What you say?
You mean Lost Valley. Green Hill Zone is turning sandy now.
Wait, what? No, there's green grass, tall hills. It's Green Hill Zone.
Nope, not at all.
So, wait, what's the difference then?
Sand.
Huh. I didn't know Sega had a vendetta against Anakin Skywalker.
No! It's to make the game more inventive and challenging.
Because it's rough, coarse, irritating. It gets everywhere, right?
Exactly! Huh. Wait.
So after the first stage, you get a distress call. You find out that's Dr. Eggman, who once again is up to his evil tricks and is voiced by the amazing Michael Pollock, if I'm saying that right. And is of course terrorizing the civilians and trying to conquer the planet. Sonic intervenes, but is easily countered by this new purple one-eyed hedgehog we know as Infinite.
So edgy!
This new enemy, Infinite, seems to be faster and stronger than Sonic. Also, he has help from Sonic's classic enemies, Metal Sonic, Shadow, Chaos, and Zavok. What? Wait a second. Who is Zavok?
He's one of my most dangerous foes! He had one of the most death-defying battles in Sonic Lost World!
Who?
His name's Zavok.
Still doesn't ring a bell.
Never mind.
Wait a second. So you telling me that out of the countless enemies you have, that Infinite could have chosen, you know, there's Jet, Dark Gaia, Omochao, even Mario, bro, even Mario, but then he picks Zavok?
Don't question the almighty Sega.
Okay. So, Infinite along with his team wind up brutally destroying Sonic. You know, it's pretty hilarious. After this, after 6 months, Eggman takes over, you know, the world. Somehow Sonic was the barrier between the world and Eggman's world domination. And basically he drives the civilians, the population, into slavery or hiding. This causes the rest of the Sonic characters like Knuckles, Amy, Vector, Espio, Charmy to build a resistance. However, this isn't enough for the fight. Knuckles later recruits a new character, and that's where you come in. For the first time, after countless requests, I think, probably people were asking for this, Sega has allowed us to make our own Sonic OC to help along in the main storyline.
Finally, our prayers have been answered. Now we can make the love child of Shadow, Silver, Amy, and Rouge.
Oh God, no, please, please stop.
What are you complaining about? You have worse stuff on DeviantArt.
Moving on. So with the help of your OC, you and the Resistance fight to take back the world. To be honest, the story is alright. It's pretty streamlined for Sonic games now, but it kinda disappoints me. The thing is, the tone of the first trailer that came out last year gave off, at least to me, a much darker feeling. You know, like the adventure titles. And I was really looking forward to it. I thought this was gonna be, you know, Sonic Adventure 3. I thought my fantasies were gonna be quenched. But not here. The problem with this game is, it just brings the same light tone that we've been getting since like Sonic Colors. And it takes no risk towards the storyline. Like no type of risk. It's cookie cutter, safe, you know, save the day, beat Eggman, go home, eat a chili dog.
Hold up. It was, you know, okay, I agree with you.
Yeah, it's basically just your average Sonic game. Average storyline that we all seen before. But, you know, let's move on from that. So let's get into the real feeling of this game. The gameplay. Sonic Forces offers us 3 different level types. You know what? Let's start off with Modern Sonic. Modern Sonic stages offers us Unleash and Generation Boost style gameplay. You know, instead of this time of the usual rings, they offer us Wisp. These Wisps fill up Sonic's boost meter so he can fly off at supersonic speeds. And this is one of the most exciting parts of the game. But because of the level design, it suffers. I'll get to that later. Sonic has his natural slide, quick step, homing attack. But honestly, the problem with Modern Sonic, his controls don't feel good some of the times. Some stuff have input lag and become unresponsive. This is clear with the homing attack. There are times where Sonic doesn't want to homing attack to an enemy that's in his face. Or when he locks onto an enemy, he doesn't even attack them. So this is so frustrating, leads to pointless deaths. Even though deaths are supposed to be pointless in the first place. But this honestly ruins the rhythm of the game.
Or maybe you just suck at the game.
Ho. Didn't you get destroyed at the beginning of the game?
I was outnumbered.
You taken out a large number of threats before, at the same time. So this shouldn't be an excuse. Moving on to the next style of gameplay is the OC levels. You could create your character and pick from different species like, you know, hedgehog, bear, rabbit, bird, whatever. And they slightly change your gameplay. But then the character acts similar to Sonic, but in a certain way. They can't really homing attack by themselves. Instead, they use this new item called the Wispion. This is basically a wisp and a weapon put together. I don't know what Sega was really thinking about this. Really?
What?
These Wispions come in multiple variations based on the ones from Sonic Color. There's Void, Burst, Hover, Drill, Cube, Asteroid, and Lightning. Depending on which Wispion you pick, they slightly change your gameplay based on the R2 attack and the triangle. You really don't have to use all the wisps though, only when coming back into a level to find the hidden collectibles. The OCs really don't have anything else to them. They're really similar to Sonic. But the different thing about them is the fact that you could change their costume, and that's one of the real replayabilities about this game. Along with Sonic and the OC, they added another style, which I'm not really going to count as a third gameplay style because they pretty much act the same. It's just one different change that they added during the level. Is the new tag team levels. This is basically where they put both you and the model Sonic on the same screen and combine their skills to progress the level. I really do love this gameplay style. It basically puts them running side by side. If you're using a Wispion, your OC character will lead to the front. If you're using Sonic for boosting, he will lead to the front. It's really fluent for the most part. And also they added this new mechanic called Double Boost!
Together we can show the world what we can do. You are next to me and I'm next to you. Push me on through until the battle's won. No one's gonna give nothing to us. Into each other we put our trust. Standing united after the fight. All alone we will never be. The two of us are holding the key. We see today a world we couldn't see. Before I say goodbye to you, one more last whisper.
Basically, when you enter a certain part of the stage, Sonic will tell you to enter the Speed Force. Then you need to screw your square button to charge it. Then both of you will be sent speeding through the stage, decimating anything in your path until you reach a certain point. To be honest, this gets me wondering. When you're with Sonic, you could boost at supersonic speed, but when alone, the OC can't do it. So, does that mean Sonic could transfer his power, his speed on contact?
Because of plot.
Of course!
The only problem with the OC stage is the same thing with Sonic. It's just the detection of the homing attack is off, which other than that, the whole concept of the OC is a good step. If Sega will ever to bring back the OC, I'll definitely be looking forward to it.
So, do you like the game?
I'm not finished yet. I didn't get to this thing.
This part. God!
So when Sonic Forces came out, like I said before, I was hyped. But when I saw Classic Sonic, I was like, him again? I was just really curious why they were bringing him back in. Like, didn't they send him back to his own dimension? But somehow he was back. And as I continue to talk about his reasoning for being here, this is one of the biggest issues of the game. But let's focus on his gameplay first. I want to get that out of the way.
Oh, come on. Classic Sonic was the best part of the game. He is the best part. He brought the sales in.
Complete opposite. And sorry, ladies and gentlemen, if I stuttered during this. I really want to get through this real quick. The gameplay section of Classic Sonic is the 2D section that we know from Generations and the early Genesis games that we all know. Just bring it into a 3D environment. The controls in there was really fine-tuned. Like, they were the best parts of Sonic Generations. Tell me why this is not the case in Sonic Forces. The controls feel, oh my god, they're just bad. They don't feel comfortable at all. And I'm really not trying to complain, I'm just being truthful here. Classic Sonic feels naturally heavy when he jumps. The jumps, they're so dreadful because the physics are wonky. Sometimes he feels heavy, other times he feels light. And this honestly keeps on swapping and it feels really inconsistent, leading to really some frustrating deaths. Like, I'm for sure I hit the jump and then Sonic just goes plummeting down. I'm like, really? And it just makes me cringe so hard. The level design doesn't make it help either. The level design, other than that, I would say for all of them, I'm gonna get off track here, feel kind of bland. And it just, I don't know, it just felt bland to me. Getting back to the reasoning of why he exists in this game really angers me. Like, what really? Why is he here? He has no bearing on the plot. He pairs up with Tails the entire time, not with the Resistance until like the near end. I'm think like the middle, nearing the end. It's around the end. And then when people see him, they're like, "Oh, it's you." Like, Classic Sonic really just does not need to be in this game. He feels like a complete afterthought.
Classic Sonic is the best. This game wouldn't be good without him. He needs to be in more Sonic games if you ask me.
No, he doesn't. He's only in here to appease the classic fanbase, which is making the entire Sonic fanbase toxic, in my opinion. He just had his own 2D game that was really good. Even though Sonic Mania quote unquote is connected to this game, it's really lazy writing why he's here. Personally, I think Sonic needs a straight up 3D game like the adventure titles, or a 3D game with some 2.5D elements like Unleashed. Listen, I'm not completely hating on the 2D style. The first game I grew up with, I played, was Sonic 1 on the Sega Genesis. I just want Sega team to ditch him for their 3D games and let them have their own separate releases.
No, you know nothing about Sonic games. You don't know anything. This game is a 10 out of 10.
Listen, I know Sonic games. This game was good. It's a decent entry in the Sonic franchise, but it does nothing to push the franchise forward besides the OCs. But then that was even like, you know, great of experience at best. This game is just, in my opinion, very, very flawed. I think a lot of the critics and other people who played this game agree with me. That's basically all I can say. The 3D sections are awesome, but really short. The story is nothing but average. The music is good. The 2D sections are pure afterthought. Sonic Forces is a decent Sonic game, but it's flawed. It does nothing to advance the series. I'm sorry to sound like a broken record right here, but that's what it is. At least it is worth a pickup.
Well, okay. Just know your Sonic Adventure 3 fantasies will never be quenched. Okay, I'm gonna die now.
Ow.
I guess we're done here. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're not done here. What about Infinite?
I am the darkest of days. I'm the
Of course!